dokie. So... nothing. Alright. Barbarians, meet a wall of arrows. So these guys... my protection should mostly protect me, but they have a habit of causing injuries. All sorts of injuries. Their morale is low, like they shouldn't be as bad as they are. But somehow they're real awful. However, they don't have a helmet. Yeah, zero head protection. Archers, what are you doing? Rain on them. So, we'll take some hits. It seems to be mostly okay. Oh, you found the chief. These archers are kind of shit. Huh. Well, okay then. Why does this keep happening? I don't have bad fortune, but... ugh. Alright, well, a couple of things have been explained to me. If I have, I think it's this guy, in a castle, I'd have gotten an assassin in the fall. Nowhere does it say that about this nation. Nowhere in the nation's description. It also doesn't mention, well, it might have mentioned something about unrest. I don't know. Anyway, my unrest constantly being an issue, despite all my order and patrol, it keeps growing. It's at least a little explained. So I started hiring these. Patrol. Alright, we need to hurry up and get construction 1 and 2 up. I also hired a couple clerics. I really want to build that fort, but, you know. So you didn't find anything, and this place became super unfortunate. Coincidence? Or not. Alright. I'm gonna ship you up here. You can begin spreading candles to this area. I'll build a temple as soon as I have the cash. This one's going into the sewer. This one is going into the sewer. This one is... okay, that force is good. That force is... unfortunate. Okay, well, everything seems to be okay. Diseased. Must have taken you somewhere bad. The thing about disease is it seems to impact your hit points even when you don't have any other afflictions yet. Diseased is terrible. I just should be glad there doesn't seem to be a mechanic to spread it. cash. Okay. You've arrived here. Do want more stuff, buddy. Yeah, look at that. Huh. So... Okay, you're on the front. That's there. All seems right. Limit closest. As for you... Not a lot of great options, honestly. Earth Grip's probably your best trick. You've got 3 fire? So maybe fireflies? Maybe just the Holy Avenger. Don't eat too many arrows. Or have enemies sneak around and get ya. Just to be sure nothing bad happens to you. Maybe a couple guards. That'll make you hold out better. This place is worth 100 gold a turn. You gotta get in there, and he's expanding this way. I need to take this forest next. Really look at that second forest. Annoyed about that. Okay, and finally that leaves us down here. Alright, you built your temple. Good, I'm sending you up to do research. You built your temple and did your research. That's good. I don't really have any good spells for you. Unfortunately. I'd love to have you accompany. I actually seriously considered hiring a bunch of these as chaff. But at 12 apiece, they're expensive. I don't want to. So we're going to, because of this, specifically this. Anyway, so I want these to be here to bail us out. But I want him to be doing the real fighting. Yeah? I don't know what to do about this. I don't know what to do about that. I really want to get up here and take this. Anyway, we got 2 temples. That should spread the candles. Also, we just hit 3 candles. All of our places, because we got 5 temples finally. All of our places can go 3 candles deep, which should spread the scales faster. But yeah, getting the stuff to spread down here. Yeah. All right. Hit that. As for you, I'm actually gonna have you follow and site search. I don't really have anything you can do this turn, so just patrol, I guess. Sure. Not growing as fast as we should. Need to be taking multiple provinces a turn. Alright, let's see. it's in a weird position. Okay. Okay. You two are gonna go over there so you can retrieve more troops. Mercenaries. Want to retain your services? Huh. No longer keeps these spearmen, huh? Lanka. Yeah. Plus 5, huh? Okay. Alright. Yeah, we really just want to go this way and conquer that. I think this guy can grab, these two that I sent this way. We'll grab a heap of guys and go take that. This is gonna be patrolling. Yeah, the unrest is getting worse and worse. We need this gone. I want another one of this. I want another one of that. That's what I want. That's what I want. Once this guy gets to here, I'll give Otis the new troops, and then you're going to switch to site searching. That will be your task. How did we get the disease? Was that from when we were up here in the Timeless Waste? No, that was cursed, wasn't it? Where did the disease come from? Which province? I needed somebody with death to search all my provinces. If only. Well, I mean, it's not impossible. It's just way too expensive. Can't justify it. Once I get this unrest down, things will be good here. 40 is unacceptable. So much. Yeah, this is why these guys are so cheap. I've been using them for fighting, but I should have been using them for patrolling. I would play things a little differently if I had this all to start over. Anyway, next turn I should be able to finally build my fort. Alright, scouts! Lost sight of his flag and his fortress the moment we stepped away. Lanka has a mechanic to hide their flags from me. That's interesting. I didn't know they could do that. I thought that was the genies who did that. I don't know exactly how the genies work either. There's a lot of bridges. This river is the most bridged river I've ever seen. It's kind of cool, actually. Alright, and finally we have Boji. To my great annoyance, it continues, and we find a gate. Oh well. Hurry up and spread some more candles, would you? I need to get a real force down here. After I take this, I'm probably going to jump through the desert into the caves there. And I'm probably going to have the second guy wait a couple turns. And then jump down here with the group. I know we're not good at fighting underground, but we gotta fight. We gotta conquer. We must has. Nobody seems to be, as far as I can tell, interested in the underworld yet. But these provinces, they have good income. They're valuable real estate. I must 16. Usually I don't have so much unrest, but a lot of these provinces just seem to fill with this stuff. Alright, anyway, yeah. We'll have 2 of these guys site searching. They should find something. We're gonna get ourselves construction. I want to make a Cyclops. I wanted to all game. There might not be a whole lot for him to forge yet, but he can forge a couple things. I wouldn't mind sending one of those to fight this stuff if I gave it the armor. If I gave it the armor to do so. I mean, it comes with just a splat and a ton of health. His natural protection ain't bad either. Put the really heavy black armor on him and he'd have a pretty high protection. He'd need a hat, of course. To, you know, arrows and stuff. Do they use a lot of arrows in the caves, in the dark? Yeah, they got hunters. Unfortunately, his one eye does not penetrate the dark. But yeah, what's gonna happen is I'm gonna probably keep a commander on staff with the sole duty of managing a whole bunch of javelineers, and we're gonna push that unrest down. Man, I wish I had more money. Oh, I did another bargain. I've made a bargain with Long. Any tile I don't see a flag on must be Long. Any tile with no flag must be assumed to be Long. That? I'm so tempted to spend more money. But, alright. We'll convert some fire gems, plus my income. If I have to, I'll cancel hiring guys. And we should be able to build our first fort. I need a fort here, I need a fort there, I need a fort over there. I need forts down here. I need forts everywhere. Are you sure it's not a circle? I think it's a circle. I'm so annoyed that these keep appearing. I can't plug every hole. I'm gonna have to commit a major force to the underground. But if I make a good peace treaty with everyone around me, I could pour everything into the underworld and fight people someplace far away popping out of a cave. That might be good. That might be good. Normally, I really strongly prefer my kingdoms to be contiguous, but if everybody around me has a peace treaty with me, and nobody's fighting me over here, I can just ignore the defenses here and go all in on building forts to hire the good troops over someplace else and pouring them through a thing. Maybe. In theory. We'll see how it actually goes. I do have a nap with Alm 3. And I don't actually have a nap with either of them, technically. I should confirm that. But, we basically on good terms. Force. But, I'll probably need to trade something. I don't know the value of either of them, but I feel like I would be okay with handing him the green woods or something. We can work out the trade later. I haven't even taken the grove yet. All I know is my income up here is very poor. Very, very poor. Very, very poor indeed. Wish I could turn the earth gems into cash as well, but I can't. Alright. Oh, shit. Poking around a little bit more, looks like something unfortunate happened. Igiad. Well, that. But already another one comes up. I know a little bit about what you're up to. Creator of wine. I guess people in the ocean really like their booze. Their fish booze. Anyway, yeah. So he's got to be running heroism. He's got a report from Muspelheim that he's running quickness and I think it's stone skin from quite a few turns ago. So he pelted out his research. So probably an awake researcher type pretender. We know he bought earth gems, so yeah, that's gotta be a devastating loss for him. He's using these to expand is what this all ends up to. And then he's probably got a strong blessing. I should have details on his blessing also from the Muspelheim report. Well, don't have anything else to say about it. Just looks like he took a setback. Anyway. Well. The cast is still gold. That should give us enough. We found the tar pits. Unfortunate. Doesn't tell me what kind of unit, as usual. Alright, my militias took the hit. But we took the province. Am I just wasting my militias? We had enough giants. Probably wasted my militias. That's stupid of me. Oh well. We lost one Troggle. They got most of the kills. Ugh. Why? Why are we being buried in negative events? Alright, we lose one Troggle, but... sitting still, moves forward. They just kind of run everything over. They weren't necessary in this fight, but they get some XP. They get some XP. I traded away a few more gems, so we'll have even more money next turn. But at what cost? At what cost? I fear these things. Things of darkness and such. I fear them. as well, just in case. They don't have magic weapons. I want to get over here and take this. And quickly. I guess, depending on what's here, we can roll back this way. Alright, what's this province got for us? Look at all the options. Are any of you worth anything, though? The important thing is they've got dark vision. Net. Well, I assume that it shuts down an enemy, paralyzes them. That's interesting. That's very interesting. And you're super cheap. I mean, the difference in protection is only 1. So, why not just go with the nebulas? Okay. Very important. Finally. Construct. Begin fortress. You can search. We're gonna start pushing candles up here. Alright, you guys just paid a bunch of troops. Good work, sir. Why don't you go back here and drop those off as a control? I hired an extra priest. But I think he's going to go that way, so that we can push candles there. Okay, alright. Oh, you diseased my heroic endurance one. That's not nice. I mean, he wasn't quite in the Hall of Fame, but still. Oh, how quickly this thing's coming. Oh, hello. Ghoul-a-goon. You finally made your appearance. We might want to pay Tunchi a visit. I kind of want to put a fortress here, but I kind of don't. I think actually this forest is nothing. I think we might actually want to push a fortress over there. We're going to start constructing another one soon. No! Is that one just because you're old? Well, he found a tar pit, so that's good. Alright, guys, go down there. I have negotiated with Blanca. Borders. I can has. I can has. He can has. He can has. It's the Throne of Summer. I know it's the Throne of Summer. I looked at all the chairs. I looked at how hot this was next to everything being freezing. It's the Throne of Summer. And I don't really want all my lands to get extra hot. It'll give you a fire gem a turn, which is nice, but yeah, I'm not crazy about that. So I'm going to hit this. I'm probably going to trade this one to get this up here so I can have more for this fort. Okay. I'm super tempted to jump down into there. No injuries. healthy barbarians. Change planes. Alright. I'm gonna try to take Mammoth Grove. And that means instead of delivering troops back there, okay. Next up, this place already has 3 candles and a temple. Well, you're gonna just have to kind of hike around. You said to patrol this turn. Ah, yes, of course. You're gonna go this way and search the Mudwater Caves next. I need to put a bunch of fortresses down here, but I want to install one more. Probably the Black Peaks. Maybe the Forest of Pine, we'll see. Anyway, this army's gonna march this way, and they're gonna be stuck way the hell over here, but I want them to go underground. I'll likely split off some of them at some point. The mercs will continue doing their job. Once I've cleared these barbarians, I can let them go. These, as I said, I'll probably split the army and send a portion of it this way. Get rid of all of this. Get rid of all this unrest. I know I have to keep unrest reduction by fortresses to do that. We'll probably have to hire one of the little guys. Alright, I don't need you. Wait. No, cancel, undo. If I cancel my move, I can fix that. That was a mistake. That was a huge mistake. Because he should have come into play next turn. So I'll undo my turn and redo all these moves. Well, we can at least figure out what they are. Okay, next move. Ah, my Ministry of Propaganda has done his job. Oh, he goes upstairs. This might actually be the war we do. I mean, I know I'm pushing up right now, but we might actually go this way with our army and fight Tenchi. We might. Or we might find Airmore and fight the Romans. Okay, we should still have a couple scouts. This guy will do something. This guy will probably just research and research. Let's get that construction. Raiders? You're hiring raiders. Huh. Wonder which chair that one is over there. It's a good question. What kind of chair is that you got? Well, I can't see its scale, so I don't know. I want the growth one, spring, and I want the, well, the gold one, obviously. Anyway, that's my move. I just have to rejigger it so we don't lose that guy. I want him. He's an important unit. Then we'll make a Cyclops. I'm thinking I'm going to make some trades and get some air. I'm going to make the Cyclopses so that they can fight in the water. And I'm going to try to take this chair and this sea here. And we'll see what we can do. I'd really like to cross the sea and conquer this up here. Wouldn't that be cool? Get a bite of that. Yeah. It's in my dominion, it's mine. That's how it works. We need to figure out how to build a boat. Alright. let me redo that real quick. And, yeah. Not turning him off. But I need more cash. Oh, mustn't forget. I think a touch of poison resistance is in order for you. Anyway, you guys know the moves. I'm just gonna make them now. It seems we have had a disaster. Yep. We lost. I guess we're lucky the lion got away. Shade beasts ripped us up. I guess we should take a look at what happened. So, bark skin. And then he's gonna give himself poison resistance. Okay, so there we are. These things are able to do magic damage at 15. Not really a threat to us. These things do weakness. Oh, that's not permanent. But they shouldn't be able to hurt us. These things do magic damage as well. They can hurt us. But we've got poison resistance. All the trogs are dead that quickly. They just got wiped. So now you're fighting all alone. You don't have any kind of spellcaster. Your fatigue is at oh shit, you took it. Oh man. Fatigue is at 11. Everything should be fine. No, we're getting our ass handed to us. We are taking so much damage. Is it this guy? Is it this guy here? I think my protection should be keeping me safe from all of this. I mean, we should be taking a little bit of damage, but not much. But I guess it's just the sheer number of them. Magic weapons are a weakness. The troglodytes just failed me. The troglodytes just straight up failed and got killed. I'm gonna have to give them a new retinue. Meanwhile, giants are doing their thing. So yeah, anyway, that was a disaster. I hope this doesn't keep going. I had a game where disease spreading, like, just constantly every turn. But I was running death that game. Okay, guys. Well, at least you're alive. I'm tempted to jump in and try to finish the job, but that'd be stupid. That's gonna reduce your speed and I can't fix it. I have no way to fix that. So we're just gonna take that. We're going to the arrest is down to 10. I'm gonna start making these. Yeah. Two. Fine. We need a little bit more resources. Okay, and what else we're going to do? Poor guy. Well, I don't know what I'm going to do with you. I'm going to retire you for the time being. You're going to just patrol. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Should I give you a full 14? I'm gonna push him into the hole, and he's gonna join up to guard him. I want specifically a pole march with the fire helmet, because that gives them dark vision, and ideally some more protection, maybe just an accessory for that. If I could get construction 1, I could forge a proper armor for it. Yeah, this guy's gonna do his blessing on the pole march. We need to forge those 2 things. And then the pole march will be leading a group of 10 down in here and can handle anything. I can send them to fight those. No problems. I'd actually like to send out multiple such parties. But yeah, I think 10 guys is probably good enough. This group over here, good work, men, go this way. Okay, you can search. Okay, you're going to, actually I'm going to go here. We're going to build a fort here. I want to turn this into a research site. We'll try to keep our scales from ruining everything. Okay, he's going there. We're going to push candles. Obviously, we need some of this. Yeah, no rush there. One of these to stay here, right? Yeah, whatever. Go, 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 go. Alright. We'll still get enough research to get to the next level. This guy's gonna end up being a site searcher, of course. Hey, you found quicksand! Good. Push you here. Alright, this army's going this way. Yes, 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 yes. Here you go. It's probably... I'll take Griffa. But that's basically done up there. Pop a temple in. Okay. That's what you guys are doing. I need to negotiate the second forest. Over there, take the second forest. I'll negotiate that. Alright, so we're patrolling, we're moving down here to give the lion a whole lot of coverage that should keep him safe. I'm sure he can handle the Zots despite his injuries. Man, stupid shape monsters. I switched it up. I didn't hire the I did not hire what I had been considering. Instead, I went for more of these. And I think I'm pushing this one. We'll get an army that can handle it. I'm sure. I'm just gonna push you down the hole. Yeah, I'm pushing you down the hole. We're gonna build stuff down there. Push. Push! Okay, now the biggest question I have... Hello, Atlantis. You're already on land. Atlantis, I don't believe Atlantis has any way to get into this ocean without crossing the land. However, there it is doing so. Look how many neutral tiles there are over here. What I'd really, really like is to turn a Cyclops into an Aquanaut, take this chair, and start taking tiles up here. That would be great. All this great ocean. But I don't really have any way to do that. These are swamps. Well, I've got another scout for handling up here. I'm pushing you back down. Looks like we're doing good on expanding stuff. So the lion should at least have the advantage going north. He's gonna need a turn to claim this chair. Then just join up with the giants. He should be okay. What of you? What of you? There's nothing you can do. Knew how to make undead, you could make yourself useful. But you don't even know that. Okay. Is that all? Well, you can site search. And you can... It's so tempting to build a temple. So tempting. But I need money to put a fort here. And, yeah. I'm just glad my unrest is down. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, we're gonna make several of these pole arches. Pole arc. Sure, exactly. So badly. Anyway. Yeah, we'll bless one, give him 10, 12 guys. I worry the encumbrance is going to be too much for him to do any casting, but it's not too important at the moment. And yeah, we just need to give him a fire helm for the dark vision. And it'd be nice to give him another +2 protection. I'll have to see if I can negotiate with someone who has Con 3. The dormant ones woke. That might change things up a little. I don't know. But I think that's a complete move. And all I've got is a couple of priests going, gee, where do you want the temples installed? And I'm like, hell. We're gonna have construction work next turn. You are gonna need to stay here to forge for me. You're gonna need to forge an armor. Because yeah, I'm also giving him a heavy 10 earth gem armor. Let's kit him out. When he goes down in here, take these, and everything else going this way. I'm gonna want to build forts under all of these. I want the caves. I want all the caves. I don't know if anybody's even realized how big the cave is. They might not know. Imagine if I took all of it. So yeah, this army is gonna go into the cave. This army, it's eventually going to go into the cave. These armies, they're going in the caves. I'm going to go all in. I have non-aggression with every single neighbor. All 3 of them. And look at all this great neutral territory. But I don't have a non-aggression treaty with you. Don't have a non-aggression treaty with You don't have one with wherever Ermor is. I'm not really sure where he's at. But if there's a cave underneath him and I can burst up from underneath, well, all this unspent money bothers me. I'm popping one temple. Okay. Yeah, that's good. Yeah. Imagine filling the entire temple with nothing but... or the entire underground with nothing but temples so that my candles are just boiling. My dominion is boiling out of every single open sewer grate. And then you get to Thaumaturgy 7 and cast your big spell, Gigantamax. And all of the, it becomes like a +3 to your borders pushing through others. I forget the exact details of your one global. It's a long way off because we're not good at research, but so long as we have that one province, as long as that one stays at +2 magic scales, we'll actually be able to research. And that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna spend a few rounds making the warrior, but we're gonna eventually push a whole bunch of researchers down there. We'll build a fort there, we'll fill it with researchers, and it'll be great. It'll be great. Okay, then. And I looked around a bit. We got quicksand, we got gold mine, and fire. So we get more fire, we get more earth, we get more gold. This was a great turn for site searching. Fantastic one, even. We also took a throne of war. Cool. I'm gonna claim it. And it's gonna help spread stuff. So the battle was... well, this happened. Barbarian's gone. This happened. We lost one big boy. Barbarian's gone. And, I mean, apparently there are only 10 of them? Oh, no, there's 66 of them. We only killed 10. But, yeah, I mean... oh, it's kind of one-sided, wasn't it? Okay. This team is going to accompany him, and he's going to go north. He's going to go stomping up into this direction. Okay, this guy can go over here and plant a temple. That's fine. You can plant a temple over there. That's good, that's good. I guess you're going to go site search over there. I want to build a fort here. I'm tempted to put it all the way over here. Anyway, I want to build a fort with these, but forts, somebody said forts might have some effect on how scales move, so I'm going to confirm that before I decide whether or not I'm really building the fort there. So I have plenty of other things to do with my money. Anyway, this is basically a dead end at this point. So you guys... put that on rest down. So you guys, Lothar here, him and his archers are going to depart. They did a good job. And these guys are going to go right down. You're up to 51 health. This is getting pretty tough. That guy's getting awesome. He's awesome. Anyway, these guys are going to go down into the sewer, and they're going to go stomping around. We have our first pole march, and... oh, shit. Water gems. Well... it's gonna kind of hurt, but... yeah, this is so expensive. Okay, this guy here? Yeah, he's gonna be awesome. He's gonna be awesome! And guess what else we can do? So nobody has Construction 3 I can trade with. So we're gonna miss out on one thing. We're not gonna get the helmet that I wanted. However, we could forge our own gear now. So let's see. Pretty sure. Oh no! I don't have Earth 2. He could. Oh, you can forge your own. Oh, you can forge your own. Okay, anyway. So this is going to be 24 4. Give you some health. 23 9. Alright, anyway. 24 4 over the thing you're wielding for. They'll give you 6 protection. Same encumbrance. Wait, not you. You! Anyway, same deal. He's got the same equipment. So that'll be good. Don't need a weapon. What about that shield? I should ask someone who works. I might actually take a moment and forge a good shield. You know what? Let's just forge the shield now, and I'll figure it out later. Yeah. It's got the same, well, slightly more encumbering, but it's a better shield. We'll give him the good shield. His helmet's plenty good. If I can't give him dark vision, then he'll just stick to his gleaming helmet. I don't have shoes or accessories for you right now, bud. Sorry. Our unrest is still not gone away. I would like to make a few more of you. Yes. Yes, I would. Okay, there we go. That's better. And you're going to be leading a big old team. Should I give him another 7 as well? Maybe. This guy is going to be a problem solver. They're going to be fighting in the dark, which is bad for them. But he's going to be blessed. And I think what's going to happen is they're basically just going to be set to attack closest enemy, because I don't have anything for you to do. So I'll have you hold one turn and then attack closest enemy. Once I get Construction 2, you can put Temper Armor on the entire team, and that'll be awesome. But that's going to be a little bit. We're going to get our new research station up soon. I'll have to know whether or not to put a castle there. Ah! Events! We got a Cloud Mage. We got Death. We got Death. We got Laziness. And I played a game with Luck 3. And man, it felt good. I am now playing with neutral luck again. Back to my multiplayer game, where all I get is terrible events all the time. I'm gonna go ahead and just tell you to do that. Okay, and finally we have the Mammoth Grove. I'm gonna talk to somebody about this forest. Okay. Okay. I think a Throne of War would have a special unit associated with it. Anyway, yeah. So, these guys, I think I'll put them behind the lion. So the lion goes in first after he casts his only 2 buffs. Unless he's fighting poison, he doesn't need this. So yeah. And we're just gonna kind of run around where we've got all these candles. And hopefully keep spreading them. Okay, finally we have good old Moji. It's a circle. It's definitely a circle. It's gotta be. Anyway, good job with the propaganda. They're spreading! And that's great! Still need an answer on that, or maybe I'll just build some temples. We'll see. Uh-oh. Oh my. Atlantis has taken much. He's getting into that next sea. Shit. I wanted to get over there. Look at all this neutral! So much neutral! So much neutral! Alright, that's our turn. Nothing new here. These are about to evaporate. I don't have any reason to keep them. I do need to send an army over here, though. Oh wow, you're not any better than those. Just not really. Okay, never mind. Thought the Giants would have been better at that. He's slowly expiring on me. I need to keep patrolling. What? I need to take these 2 tiles. The income on this one is good. The income on this one is negligible, but I just want to hold that spot. Both look weak. You got 1 or 2 more fights in you, don't you? You'll be fine. Where's that Reinvigorate 2 coming from? Oh, right, that's your heroic ability. Could I just, you stay behind the troops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You can do it. You can do it. I believe in you. Go over there, conquer those 2 tiles. Next turn, this guy will get some troops. Get some troops. Okay, that's everything. That's everything and everyone. The only question is whether or not I put a fort here or if I put it in the Blackpeaks. If I'm going to do research, I want them in a fort, but if it ruins the scales, then I don't. What's the point? You know what? I should put it in the woodlands. Well, no, because that's a longer walk. That's a longer walk, and that's important too. How far my mages have to march. Because these are both just barbarians, so I can't hire locally. Alright, anyway. I think that's everything I can do. I'm very excited to take the caves. And to keep pushing my scales down here. My scales don't look that great up here. You know, just a little area. But when you add in what I've got going on down here, I might have the largest dominion right now. Hard to say. And with that conflict bonus, I want to keep pushing it. I want lots of dominion. All can have at least 4 candles. I see. He's big. I can't really tell how big, but he's got some space to him. The Caves of Madness. Oh, we're not a circle. Yes, we are. We're totally a circle. Yeah, we're totally a circle. Anyway. Alright.